after O&A Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
It's After Opie and Anthony Live. I'm Sam Roberts, here with all the guys. Other than Opie and Anthony, of course, they went home. That's what they do at 10 o'clock. They got better things to do. But we're still here talking about not only stuff that happened on today's show, but stuff that's happening in the Opie and Anthony world. It was a good show today. And the reason was that yesterday, Anthony got into some of the crazy people that are in his life in terms of the voicemails he was playing from this woman that kept leaving him voicemails. Today, he proved how insane he actually is with the conversation of his go bag and being ready for the apocalypse. Troy Kwan's not still in there, is he, E-Rock? I can't see.
No, he's not here.
Because that's a guy that I would assume, Troy Kwan, one of our producers, who I would assume is probably ready for an apocalypse. There he is. There's Troy Kwan. Yeah, run up the hallway. I want to know if he's ready for the apocalypse. Are you ready for the apocalypse? I heard, Ant kind of went on about his go bag today. And to me, there's Troy's music. To me, that seemed like it would be right up your alley, the apocalypse stuff.
Oh, I love it, dude. I'm preparing myself.
Are some of the things Anthony's saying, are you starting to be like, yeah.
Yeah. I actually have some friends that are actually building, I forget what they call it, like a container house.
A container house?
Yeah, up in Maine. And they're getting ready as well.
What's it made of? What do you mean a container? Is it above ground?
Yeah, it's like a container, and then you can actually it goes up on a truck, and then you build a house in it. But he actually has a website. I don't know it offhand, but he photographed his journey of building it.
It's on a truck?
No, they bring it in on a truck.
Uh-huh.
Like, think of like a tractor-trailer truck.
So what makes it apocalypse-proof? It sounds weaker than a house.
Well, it's way up in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I got you. So that's not where he lives.
And it's solar-powered, and it's...
Oh, so it doesn't need... It's self-contained.
Yes.
Are you going to get a satellite phone, do you think?
No. I just know that... Should I tell you what I'm doing when the apocalypse comes?
I would say "if" would be a more suitable word.
No,
but go ahead.
No. All hell's going to break loose. It's just a matter of when.
Do you know when, or
no?
You don't know that.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, but when the inevitable does happen, what's your? Because I don't have a plan. I was going to just kind of ride the wave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the first thing is, I hope I'm not in Manhattan, but if I am, I have to get to the other side of the Hudson River, and that's one of my fears of living in a borough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to live in Brooklyn or Queens because it's like then you have to get through Manhattan to
So you
New
live
Jersey.
in Manhattan now?
Yes.
And your plan would just be to get to a bridge?
Get to New Jersey, and from there I'm going to live with the Amish.
In Pennsylvania?
In Pennsylvania.
So you're going to... do you have any plan on how you can get to the bridge or tunnel? Would you do a tunnel, or is that too risky?
Tunnel's a little too risky. I'd rather swim.
Then take a tunnel?
Then take a tunnel, yes.
You'd swim across the Hudson River in the middle of the apocalypse?
Instead of going through a tunnel?
Okay. I'm just saying, because waves and things like that.
I got that adrenaline going, and I got to go.
You think
know what I mean?
Good. And once you get to Jersey...
I'll figure it out from there.
Some mode of transportation.
Yeah, I'll walk.
To Pennsylvania, to Amish country.
Yes.
Through a state and a half.
If I have to do it in order to survive, yes, I will do it.
Well, I'm glad. E-Rock, do you have a survival plan for the apocalypse?
I'll probably just go to Florida. Ride it out.
Probably just go to Florida, which is already a hurricane state.
Get on a plane during the apocalypse.
Yeah, it's not safe to go to Florida in summer, let alone in the apocalypse.
I've been through several hurricanes. I'm fine.
How about this? In this one, intern Gabe from Ron and Fez just came in here. I'm sure that you have something worked out. Go ahead.
I just have a question. What kind of apocalypse is it? Are we dealing with
is it a
zombie apocalypse or something?
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That doesn't make any sense. That's the fiction.
Yeah.
But do you know what kind of apocalypse it'll be, or what are you predicting?
Well, I don't know, man. The entire power grid could go out.
Do you think it'll be a natural disaster, or do you think it'll be something we've created?
Well, that's...
Like the power grid.
That's a good question. A lot of times they say HARP is going to create natural disasters.
All right.
What? That's what they say.
I feel like we're going down a road that's just hard to get back
I don't know.
from.
It could be a natural disaster, or it could be something man-made that they call a natural disaster, What a great way to...
They call.
Well,
powers that be.
That's
Conspiracy.
So, Gabe, you're worried about zombies, so I wouldn't be calling Troy stupid.
Exactly.
You know?
I just wanted to make sure.
Well, Troy, I'm glad that you're prepared.
I'm ready.
E-Rock obviously has his plan.
I'm just sitting on the beach.
And intern Gabe is looking at comic books or something. Stephen Lang was in here from Avatar. He thought Anthony was a little crazy for his whole theories. But the reason I love Stephen Lang being in here was what we brought up in the interview, that he was the guy who was part of the infamous Larry King clip when Larry King misquoted A Few Good Men. You know, maybe one of the most famous movie lines in the history of film was misquoted by Larry King, and it led to one of my favorite, and I'm sure most of your favorite, Larry King mocking bits of all time, which we will play right now. This is Larry King Can't Quote a Movie on After Opie and Anthony Live.
After O&A Lot.
What was that accent, Stephen? Where is he from?
That's a Marine accent. It's been my experience that the Jarhead clan almost has their own vernacular, their own accent. I'd say there's a bit of Virginia in there, a little Tidewater, Virginia, and maybe a few other things as well. It's made up.
Do you remember the movie A Few Good Men, which Jack Nicholson played that incredible part? Well, Stephen Lang did it on Broadway, and he was incredible with that great line, right? You wouldn't know the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
He just goes, you wouldn't know the truth. I think we laughed at the end. Listen to that great line. Listen to Larry at the end of it.
And he was incredible with that great line, right? You wouldn't know the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever it was. That great line. Look, man, I don't know a lot of movie lines, but I certainly know that one. That one's a tough one to get wrong. That famous line, I love the smell of lip balm in the morning. Smells like unchapped lips. What? Yeah. Huh? Let's say hi to Larry King on line 1. I knew this was going to happen. Larry!
Hello, boys.
Hi, Larry.
Have you ever played Donkey Kong on your Avatar?
Let's go to Larry King on line 2. Larry.
How important is getting the quote right?
Apparently not too much.
Don't I feel like the asshole fucking?
What a dummy. Yes. Yeah. I love that line by Rhett Butler. Frankly, my dear, I could care less. Yeah. What? What was that one? Here's touching you, kid. No, that's not it. That's a great line from another great movie. That's not the line, Larry. What? That's not the line. Go ahead, make my breakfast. No, it's make my day. Was that a... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's say hi to... E.T., text your family. No, that was a great one. What? Let's say hi to Larry King on line 1. Larry.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Larry.
Quick. How important is the memory?
Yeah, no kidding. Not very. And he prefaces it by going, that great line. That great line by Martin Brody. I think we'll need a heftier vessel. No, it's a bigger boat. What? Same thing. My line's better. Let's say hi to Larry King on line 2. Larry.
Yes, you remember that famous line from Mommy Dearest, no more plastic hangers ever.
No, that's not it either, Larry. What? No more. I thought that was it. If you build it, someone's going to show up eventually. It's a great line. Larry King on Instant Feedback. Luke, I fathered you. John G. from Lexington. To infinity and then stop. And Chris from Sudbury, Ontario. The great Braveheart quote. Gotta fight to be free.
Frankly, I don't give a hoot.
A hoot. Larry King on line 5, Anthony. Larry. Rich.
Wow,
Hold on. We got to stop the bit. Rich.
Oh, what's the matter?
What?
This is our Larry King segment. We all talk like Larry King.
Larry.
Even if you don't do a good impression.
I'll do it. I can do Larry King. I just did it.
Okay. I'm not saying I could do the Larry King perfectly.
Right.
So if you have anything to say, you have to talk like this for the next 10, 15 minutes.
All right.
Let's say hi to Larry on line 3. Larry.
I'm going to make him an offer. He might want to say yes.
Elementary school, my dear Watson.
You don't come to Reno and talk to Mo Green that way.
Oh, get out.
Isn't that the quote?
Really, get out. Just take a break.
It's like that, but it was close enough.
That was good.
No.
All right, let's get back into it. I'm sorry. I fucked up on that one.
All right, Larry, line 4.
Say hi to my tiny acquaintance. That was a great line.
Kind of liked it. Larry.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
I don't think we're Menaki anymore, Toto.
I kind of like it.
I loved when Jack Torrance in The Shining yelled, "Here's Conan." That was a fantastic line.
Let's go to Larry on line 2. Larry.
Yes, how about that great line from the Terminator? I'll be right there.
So frightening in Poltergeist when she said, "They're queer."
Let's say hi to Larry. Larry.
How about that line from Pulp Fiction? I'm pretty motherfucking far from coherent.
Thank you, Larry. Let's go to line 5. Larry King's on the line. Larry.
Larry.
Hey, boys.
Hi, Larry.
Don't forget, go get your fucking shoebox.
How about your favorite line from Planet of the Apes? The only good human is a good human. I don't have a good line for it. I'm not good at this.
He's just a fucking...
But it was a famous line. Am I supposed to make it funny?
Actually, yes.
Chris L. from Jersey just writes, James. Bond, James. That was a tough one to read. Let me say hi to Larry on line 2. Larry King.
Well, the great line is, I thought you said I don't like spiders.
Yeah.
When Johnny Castle, the great Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing, said, "No one puts a corner in baby." A coroner. What? Yeah.
Larry, you got a great movie quote?
Yeah, good morning, boys.
Morning.
What we have here is a failure to talk.
You're some clever bastards. Fucking cloning Larry.
Of course.
Go on, Rich.
No.
Jesus, you can't even come close to doing Larry.
I'm thinking of one. Hold on.
Yeah.
I think I have one. This is a favorite line.
All right, Larry.
Don't look into the star, Carol Ann. The light. Don't look into the light bulb, Carol Ann. Oh, fuck, this sucks.
Yes,
Stupid.
does. Holy
Jesus, how come my lines...
And the great line from Sidney Poitier. They call me Mr.
You know what I notice about Rich? I got to go back to regular voice for a moment. He can't multitask.
No, he
like
really can't.
He can either do the Larry King voice, but he can't do material as he's in the Larry King voice.
I didn't study. This is my first time.
Let's go to Larry.
Larry.
Line 8, Larry.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smells like I'm winning.
Let's say hi to Larry. Larry.
The first thing I'm going to do when I get home is fuck your mama in the mouth.
And who could forget when Rocky Balboa was standing in the ring yelling, "Yo, Asian! Yo, Asian!"
Larry.
Yes, hello, gentlemen. That famous line from When Harry Met Sally. I'll also eat what she's having.
That was funny.
It's just so fucking bad.
It's no worse than what he did.
I know, yeah.
Let me hear that
Let's
again.
hear Larry.
Yeah, we're going to actually hear the real Larry last night on his own show, quoting movie lines.
Well, Stephen Lang did it on Broadway, and he was incredible with that great line, right? You wouldn't know the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Let's say hi to Larry. Hi, Larry.
Larry, come on.
Larry.
You're on.
Hi, Larry.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, hello, gentlemen. This is Larry. And who can forget that wonderful line from The Godfather? Leave the gun, take the donut.
How about this famous line?
Yes.
No more wire cables. From Mommy Dearest. No more wire hangers.
That's not the formula.
Yes.
for the
What's the
bit.
formula?
It's so subtle, it's hard to describe.
Oh, I get it now.
That's not the formula of the
I
Larry
get it.
King bit, you fuck.
I understand it.
Basically, the quote means the same. It's just not the famous quote anymore.
I like the idea of that famous quote from Top Gun,
Yeah.
Maverick and Goose. I feel the need for a gay volleyball game.
Now we're going in another direction. That's all right.
Whatever.
Larry.
Yeah, he stinks, and I'm not too fond of him.
From Spider-Man. And who could forget Jack Dawson, Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic? I'm the king of this boat.
Larry.
Larry, you're on.
Yes, Cleveland, we have a problem.
Larry.
Who can forget that great Charlton Heston line? Don't touch me, you smelly monkeys.
After O&A Live.
That's what it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. And I say it's after Opie and Anthony Live because Opie and Anthony aren't here. I say that to all the people who are calling and all the people feedbacking in, trying to give their Larry King lines. That was a taped bit. Opie and Anthony are not here. That happened about a year ago. Not exactly a year ago, but about a year ago.
The bit's over and it's still coming in.
Yeah, it's insane. E-Rock, I know we talked to you a minute ago about the hurricane evacuation plan, the apocalypse, of course. Yeah, and I don't want to harp on you, but you did have a rough morning this morning.
Yeah, sure.
Opie did. I mean, maybe he was taking anger out on you. I don't know. I don't know how you see it. But he was not happy with your performance during the first hour of the show today.
No, for the not happening, Roland. For the banjo stuff with Eddie Vedder and Steve Martin.
Do you think that he was legitimate in his criticisms and concerns?
Stop. From his side, I would say yeah, but I don't need to explain my side, so I'll just take the...
What do you mean you don't need to explain your side?
It's not worth it. So I fucked up. It was my fault, and there it is.
You could let him talk.
No, he's just mumbling and breathing through his nose.
But that's Roland. That's what he does. I talked to Opie about this, E-Rock.
Of course you did.
I wanted to see how your progress was throughout the show.
Okay.
Here's what he had to say. All right, Opie, so E-Rock had a rough start this morning. How did he progress?
He had a rough start this morning? I didn't notice, Sam.
Well, you kind of pointed it out about him sleeping on the board and the Homer Simpson thing, and
That's just how I say hello to E-Rock every morning.
so today is just par for the course as far as E-Rock goes?
I think that he should continue to get in here at 5:53 for a 6 a.m. start.
You think whatever he's doing now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
I wouldn't change anything if I was him. Obviously, no one is noticing that he might be a little off on his job.
All right, thanks a lot. You think there was sarcasm there, E-Rock?
I'm hoping not.
But do you think you're off on your job?
Not. I'll go with yes for this morning.
And what happened this morning? Why were you off?
It doesn't matter what was going on back there.
It does.
No,
What
it
was
doesn't,
going on?
because it sounds like nitpicking, and it doesn't really make sense to the audience, so I'm not going to do it.
Just tell me. It's just me and you talking.
No,
it's
not.
What was going on that you had to nitpick?
We were looking for... all right, I'll say this. The Prophet system here is not the most organized and speedy system that we have.
Prophet, of course, is the audio system that we used to use Delete.
Yeah.
And now, since coming to Sirius, the Sirius is Prophet, and you don't like it.
We use both. But when sometimes there's newer stuff, newer music from guests that come into to Sirius XM, it's put into the Prophet system before it's put into the Delete system.
As was the case, I suppose, for Steve Martin.
Yeah, and the Eddie Vedder song.
Right.
So we're trying to find that. It takes a while to search for stuff because they don't give us access to everybody's channels. So you have to do a big general search throughout the entire Prophet database.
So you're blaming the Prophet system?
No, when he was... For the songs not being put up right away, yes. For me misfiring the Steve Martin song, no.
So that one was operator error?
That was operator error.
And no excuse for that one?
I said it was my fault.
You are the queen of excuses, E-Rock. Now, our pal, little Jimmy Norton, was on the Tonight Show last night. And it was a big appearance for him. He did the spring break thing. We played a clip of it in the show. Again, listen to the replay if you missed it. It was another hilarious performance on Jay Leno's Tonight Show. His new CD is out, Despicable. We've played tracks off that a couple weeks ago here on After Opie and Anthony Live. But today, 2 years ago today, our old friend Ted stopped by. And since Jimmy wasn't in today, and he did such a good job on The Tonight Show, I figured we would honor Ted by playing this. 2 years ago today, Ted was a cake maker right here on After Opie and Anthony Live.
After O&A Live.
You watch the cake show?
Oh, yeah, Ace
No,
of Cakes.
I've heard of
What is
Ace
it called?
of Cakes.
Ace of Cakes.
Yeah, Ace of Cakes.
Who's watching that?
Ace of Cakes is pretty impressive.
It is.
They make the cake into like the Taj Mahal or something.
I would like a nice
How the
cake.
fuck do they do that?
From Charm City Cakes. I saw one. They made a cake
Wait,
like
I don't know. I swear to God.
Yeah, that's
from where?
Charm City Cakes. Duff from Charm City Cakes. He makes all these cakes. He made one airplane cake, and he stuck like firecrackers in the
Did he
engine.
throw it into
All right,
a
listen.
fucking cemetery in Montana?
Get E-Rock in here because he just said
Cake?
He goes, well, cake, and he goes, I'll lend you the DVDs. You watch this stupid show?
You have this on DVD?
Of course he does.
What?
It was a special Target exclusive.
Dude, I wouldn't give a shit if they paid you to take the fucking DVDs out of the store. Why would you have Ace of Cakes?
Because it was a Target exclusive.
I got turned on to the show.
You'd sit there. Wait a minute. Let me paint a picture. You're sitting there going like, holy shit. Look what he's doing with that fucking cake pan.
I got to watch that at least 20 times.
Yeah, I got it on DVD. Rewind.
Yeah.
Rewind. Watch the icing.
Look, I'm guilty for taking a peek, but I wouldn't go and get the box set.
That's how I started watching the show. Bought it on DVD.
Oh, well,
You just saw it but without watching it?
No, I was
I got to
told.
check this out.
Your DVD collection must just be fantastic, but you got the likes of
Oh, it's the best.
Ace of Cakes in
Ace
it.
of Cakes is on every day.
I never saw it until I was told to buy the DVDs. So I
What's
bought
your
them and then I
favorite
watched
Told to buy the DVDs now. Now he was told to buy
Who
them.
told you? His stomach told him.
them. No, it wasn't my chick.
What's your favorite cake that the guy made?
They did one for Leno. They did a big sports car cake.
See, he's trying to
I know
bond
what
with
he's
Jimmy
doing.
Yes,
right
I
there.
am.
We know what
That
you're
was an
doing.
attempt at I watch it, they're goofing on. All right, well, Leno, you might know a guy named Leno, Jim.
Which one sent you on the fucking biggest food binge? Which cake sent you on a binge? One of them did. Which one?
No.
Send you on a sweets binge.
Could you find some of these Ace of Cakes, Travis?
I want to hear a little dialogue from Ace of Cakes.
It's a good show.
I wanna
It's
hear
not
how
a good
fast
show.
They
Look,
shut
they
it.
made a cake and it looks just like a sandwich.
Good. Let's fucking eat it. I'm sure they're delicious.
Yeah, they are probably the most inedible cakes.
Well, you're
it's
right.
like plastic,
Plastic on
like
them,
that
yep.
fucking cake that we got at the station.
Look at the
No,
castle.
that one was
there.
edible.
Look at the enchanted
That's
castle.
not a cake. It's a sculpture. That's in the middle of a train set.
That's a cake.
You also have to realize what makes it a show is the human drama element of, you have to make a deadline. You all have to work together in Charm City Cakes.
Charm City.
Charm City Cakes.
Where is Charm City Cakes?
I think it's in St. Louis, but I'm not positive.
Okay, yeah.
It's like American Chopper, but for cakes.
Do they ship them?
Oh, just like it.
Hey, that's a great way to
I
sell
don't
the
know how
show,
they
though.
could.
It's American.
American Chopper with cakes.
Do they ship cakes?
They'll put it in a van. Like they've had to put the cake in a van and drive it themselves, but I don't see how you could pack it up.
And that gets,
with this cake.
and that gets scary because you don't know if the cake's going to make it in one piece to the
because you don't know if
destination.
it's going to fall down. You hit one speed bump. Oh, shit, they just spent an hour doing that cake.
Yeah.
And this is a huge thing.
Cakes are very tricky to ship.
Oh, no.
Did you know that, Samuel?
No, I had no idea.
Ted, the cake maker?
I have my own cake business, Gregory.
Yeah, what
I
is it
make
called?
ice cream cakes.
Oh, nice.
I
like
ship
ice
them
cream
all
cakes.
over the country.
That must be hard in the refrigerated trucks.
Yeah.
I don't what? I use UPS Ground. You'll get your cake within 5 days, or it's on Old 10.
Wow. You must pay for a lot of cakes.
I have, yes. That's a good point, Anthony. I need to change my guarantee. People are always like, there's just a soupy cardboard box. My party's ruined, Ted. Ruined.
Nice.
It's a jerk off.
Ronnie B hates those cakes, according
Why
to
would he
this.
ship them?
Ronnie B says he hates these cakes because he wants a cake without Play-Doh on top.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
They
like
use too much of that sculpting stuff.
they
But it's edible.
sculpt-
It's sugary and
Oh, it's horrible tasting.
flavored. You know, Duff once made a bumper car cake,
No.
and all the cars were little cakes.
That sounds like a fun.
Yeah.
Wow. So like
That's terrific, Sam.
the whole cake was the like
Like the
thing that you
track,
drive
yeah.
around the bumper cars, and each bumper car gives a fuck. Oh,
Those are easy. Do you know I'll write little inscriptions on the cakes? Happy birthday, Merle.
Merle.
Yes, but no one ever sees it because they melt.
Yes. Perhaps you need a refrigerated truck again.
I don't have that kind of money, Anthony. UPS Ground, 5 days or less, or it's on Old Ted.
But see, you're paying now because you got to pay for the cake that gets there melted. So why don't you just get refrigerated trucks?
Point taken.
Does the ice cream cake leak out of the box?
Yes, it does. I've been getting a lot of complaints that there's just flat, soupy boxes that aren't delicious, though. They have to say that in fairness.
Of course they would.
Can't deny the deliciousness of Theodore's cakes. Yes, that's what it's called. Theodore's Cake Emporium.
Oh, it's an emporium.
That's right.
Of course, it has to be.
You think it, I'll bake it. That's my motto. It's not a very good one.
Doesn't rhyme.
I know it doesn't. I thought it did. I was tired.
Is there a website?
Yes, it is. It's Theodore's Cake Emporium with a good guarantee.com.
You got to work on your website addresses too.
I know they're too short. They have to be a lot longer to roll off the tongue.
At least you got the .com.
Yes, I don't know. I meant to say .org.
I know. That's why I
was
went back
taken.
there. That's why I went back there.
You're right.
Org.
.uk. I have that one too.
Oh, lucky you.
After O&A Live.
Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. That was Ted, the cake maker, in honor of Jim Norton's fabulous appearance on The Tonight Show last night. That was 2 years ago today. Troy Kwan just came in here while that bit was playing. If you go on his Twitter, which is Troy Kwan with a Q-U, some people spell it K-W-A-N, it's Troy Kwan on Twitter, you'll be able to see pictures of the house that he was talking about, his friend building, the Apocalypse House. And I still don't see how it would help, but apparently it's self-contained. Now, Troy Kwan is also working on the Club Soda Kenny version of Rebecca Black's song Friday. Roland, you just walked in. Is there any chance of us booking Rebecca Black on the show? You nodded yes.
Yes.
There is. What are the chances?
Good.
Really? Is that legit?
I don't know.
Okay, you haven't looked into it, have you?
No, but nobody asked, but I will check into it. I'm sure she would because she's going to do.
whatever.
This is it. She has like 14 minutes.
Well, Club Soda Kenny is doing Rebecca Black's song.
Oh, that should be hilarious.
He recorded it yesterday.
I'm laughing right now.
And well, no, you're not laughing. You're breathing heavily as usual. And
what was that?
What was that? And Kenny, he's very difficult to work with.
I'm gonna slap you right now.
You're not being Iraq subconscious anymore. I'm gonna turn your mic off too. How many people are gonna do it today?
What?
Turn off your mic.
What mic?
Exactly. Now, Club Soda Kenny's very difficult to work with. The Rebecca Black song is in production now, but he recorded it yesterday, and this is us sitting down with Club Soda Kenny, trying to get him, Roland, that one's not on either, trying to get him to behave himself and record.
Isn't there a bad vibe in this studio?
Why do you think there's a bad vibe in here? You're just looking for excuses.
Can't we go in the closet?
No, we're doing it in here.
Troy, am I difficult?
No, I mean, you could be a little bit easier to work with.
Look how I'm sitting.
Yeah?
Am I relaxed?
Yes!
Alright, so I start, yay, art.
You want to hear it first?
Yeah, no, just like playing, I'll pantomime.
Don't pantomime, we need your voice.
Ready?
It's not funny.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. 7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have some cereal. It's too fucking fast. Can't we slow it down?
No! You're singing someone else's song.
Yeah, I do my rendition.
Well, we're not slowing it down.
Well, can't we record it slow and then speed it up?
No. This Club Soda Kenny, he's impossible to deal with, and he's recording Friday by Rebecca Black, the latest YouTube phenomenon. We're not going to play too many clips because I don't want to give it away before the final product comes out. But here's more of Kenny trying to make changes to this song.
Take it on, everybody's rushing, gotta get down by the bus stop. Got my bus, I gotta see my friends.
Can we redo that? It was a little off.
Yeah.
Derek would be able to fix it. Can't you fix it?
Just redo it.
Just redo it.
No, your SoundCloud.
What does that have to do with anything?
It doesn't even mean anything.
I know.
No, Troy Kwan on Facebook. You got a music page.
Just do the thing.
Ready? Come on.
Wait, where am I starting?
Same place. You got to do that again.
Gotta be fresh. Gotta go downstairs.
That's where we'll cut that off. Because again, we don't want to spoil it. The Covino and Rich guys are walking around out there. I don't know what they're doing. Apparently they're on at noon. I don't know what they're doing around here. And one more from Club Soda Kenny, because we can only give you a taste today. He's impossible to record with. It's very difficult. Okay, so now we're going to try this. It goes 7:45. We're driving on the highway.
Can I change the time?
What time do you want to say?
2:30.
No, you can't. You cannot change the time. 7:45. We're driving on the highway.
Troy, you know what time the Chinaman goes to the dentist?
2:30.
That's right.
You said it already.
I know.
Okay. Ready? 7:40. Here's how it goes.
Right, this is Rebecca Black, verse 2.
Okay, let me tell you how it goes.
She wants time to fly. Why don't she take a plane?
Were you listening?
Like a G6.
I like that song. Ready?
Yeah. 7:45. We're driving on the highway, cruising so fast. I want time.
You'll be able to hear all of that probably this Friday. Did it just get darker in here, Mark Zito?
I couldn't hear anything. I heard a loud ting. And
yeah, what was that?
Nothing. Nothing happened.
I don't know. It seems darker in here all of a sudden.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's probably one of your interns or something?
Yeah, they were carrying a banner around and seemed to have hit a light.
Oh, boy.
But I believe the light is fine.
Mars is going to come in here and yell at you again like he did yesterday.
No, everything is fine in here.
Everything is fine. It's a little dark.
Is that banner ripped over there?
No.
Okay.
No, but the top popped off.
Oh. That's good.
The great Jim Florentine. Uh-oh.
What happened with the lights?
What
happened with the lights?
You see? Look at the table.
What?
Where?
This thing fell off a light.
Dude, yo, every day you come in, you bust something. Look at you.
It just,
Our engineer, Mars.
What is wrong? Thanks for the work, though. You keep me employed. I appreciate it.
Oh, Mark, you're just trying to move a sign. E-Rock, we had another guest. It wasn't just Stephen Lang in today. It was also the great Jim Florentine.
Yeah.
His new DVD, Meet the Creeps Volume 3, is out on his website, jimflorentine.com. He made show history not too long ago by telling his creepy wrestling pedophile story. I liked it because I like wrestling. E-Rock, you liked it because you're a pedophile.
No, I like wrestling.
Really? And you're a
No, I'm not a pedophile.
I would check into you. This is Jim Florentine and the creepy wrestling pedophile on After Opie and Anthony Live.
After O&A Live.
What about when you were a kid and you wanted, you used to hang out with a guy who had you were into wrestling?
Oh no.
Who was
Oh no.
Who was that? Please tell me that. How old were you?
I was 14. My dad used to take us to wrestling matches at Madison Square Garden. And we met this guy out front who would sell wrestling pictures. This fat guy, 300 pounds, a bad mustache.
Yes.
We go up to him every time he's in the same, because he was a photographer, so he'd be in the front, so he'd have all these great pictures, sell them to us for $1 a piece, and we became friends with him somehow. He's like, oh, give me your address. He started sending us pictures of all the kids in the neighborhood. Then he would call me on the phone and tell me about the match the night before.
Oh.
And my voice was about this, it was this deep at 14, and he's on the other end, and I'm asking all these questions, and he's fucking breathing heavy.
Oh, no.
I had no idea. I'm thinking, where's this guy just come in from a jog? Or fucking, where's this fat guy jogging from? Just keep me on the phone. He's like, so, don't you want to know more about the match? Well, ask me some questions. And he's fucking... I had no idea.
Wow.
That's great.
So then we went to a match by ourselves. Our parents let us take the train at Asbury Park or whatever. So we're sitting in the nosebleed seats. He comes up in between a match, and he goes, hey, I got 2 seats right in the front, because he was the photographer. Somebody wants to come down there. Jim, you, and this other kid with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah.
Come on down. We get down there. There's only 1 seat.
Oh.
We go, what's going on? He goes, oh, somebody's going to have to sit on my lap. This is my other seat. I'm like, you didn't say that. He's like, well, and I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm ready to walk up there, and all of a sudden I see Andre the Giant coming out. I'm like, holy fuck. He's right there. I'm that close to him.
You were right on the lap.
Yeah, I said, all right, I'll take first shift.
I'll take first shift.
And he was holding me like I was on a motorcycle, like he was on the back and I was in the front. Oh, yeah, his arms. Yeah, I was I knew I wasn't going to fall.
You got to see Andre the Giant.
Right, first row.
He's justifying it like,
what
first row. Yeah, come on. It was first row.
But then halfway through the match, all of a sudden, I feel a nibble on my ear.
No.
I swear to God, I go, what the fuck? He goes, I was just, I was looking that way. It was an accident. I'm like, that's bullshit. I'm like, no, I'm fuck this bull. I go, Mike, you get on his lap. It's your turn. He didn't even know what happened. I didn't care. I fucking threw him under the bus.
On top of it, actually.
I just looked over at one point. He was holding him like that. And he was younger than me. He was like real cute, like a 12-year-old.
Oh, no.
And he was holding him like, I don't know what's going on over there, but fucking look at Andre. He just fucking body slammed Bruno Sammartino.
What did he want for the wrestling pictures?
Huh?
He was going to give you wrestling pictures?
Well, then the next time I see him,
right?
Yeah, then he'd see me, he goes, hey, we haven't seen each other in a while. He goes, you like this picture? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want it for free? I'm like, sure. And he's like, all right, well, give me a kiss on the cheek. And I'm like, why? He's like, oh, Italian men do that all the time. It's when they greet each other. My dad did it with his friend. And I'm like, it makes sense.
It's like, do these guys have like a book of, or do they come up with this, like chapter 4, the lap trick?
Yeah,
or
the
like,
one seat at the wrestling match.
This is a tried and true trick.
Yes.
Buy
and if
one
they catch
ticket.
you, if they don't like you nibbling on their ears, say you were looking around their head to try to find something. Always try to stay out of trouble.
But the balls to do that in front of a full arena.
I
You
know,
gotta
right?
love this guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And cut to a quick story. When I told this story one other time, this guy called me up or emailed me and said it was the same. Was it this guy Barry, whatever? I'm like, yeah. He said that his family. He lived in North Jersey, right? Same thing. He was working this kid, right? His parents dropped him off at his New York City apartment at 12 years old because Barry said he was going to take him to a wrestling match the next day.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
And his parents dropped him off to stay the Friday night for the Saturday match. A 12-year-old kid.
Oh, that poor little kid.
I think you were saying Lucky Barry.
So he's all over him. He's grabbing him, this and that, and the kid starts crying. He's like, no, and he fended him off. And in the morning, he goes, get dressed. He's like, what do you mean? He goes, the match got canceled.
Jeez.
And his parents had to come and pick him up because the match got canceled.
Did it really get canceled?
No, there was no fucking match, but
no
kid was fending him off the whole night.
After O&A Live.
That's it. It's After Opie and Anthony Live. That was Jim Florentine, who was in studio talking about his days of dealing with a pedophile for wrestling tickets. Now, I might be willing to not go all the way with a pedophile, but, I mean, he did sit in the front row to see Andre the Giant.
What would you do, suck his dick?
I wouldn't go that far, no. The great Ron Bennington has entered the studio.
So you were a big Andre the Giant fan?
Well, I mean, as far as I wasn't around when he was.
I will tell you this. I was backstage once. Andre the Giant was back in the locker room and playing cards totally naked.
Really?
Yeah. Totally naked.
Because was anybody else naked?
No.
Just because he could.
Yeah,
what
and
are you
the
gonna
thing
say?
is, it was before the matches, so, I mean, you have an extra 2 seconds to put on trunks. It wasn't like, oh, I'm sweaty. He was just sitting back there naked.
And he was playing with someone?
Yeah, there was a person sitting across from him, and he was dealing, and it was one of those, it was almost like if you've ever accidentally walked in on your grandmother changing. You know what I mean? It was just horrifying.
But I guess all the guys back there knew well enough that they weren't going to tell Andre to put clothes on.
No, well, you know, I mean, I don't have to tell you. There's a homoerotic thing to that.
You think
entire
that's what it?
business.
Oh,
I don't
man.
know. No one judges. No
I
one
thought
judges.
it was just a respect thing.
You know, with Elizabeth Taylor dying today, I think we need to be open to everything that happened in the 80s.
Did you hear that Ant made a joke about Liz Taylor getting punched in the face while the guy from Avatar was in here?
No.
Yeah. Stephen Lang brings up Liz Taylor dying, and it took Ant all of 45 seconds to bring up Richard Burton punching her about the eyes. I also, Ron, you brought up something yesterday on After Opie and Anthony Live.
So, by the way, Stephen Lang was pushing the white, what do you call it, drinkers?
Yeah, the
White
Irish
drinkers.
That's what
He's actually unbelievable at that. He's great.
We haven't, none of us, so you got to see it.
Yeah, I got to see
because you prepped your interview.
Yeah, I prepped my interview.
Right,
That's kind of crazy?
Yeah.
All right, good.
As a matter of fact, half hour before Stephen Lang came in, Opie said, yeah, and coming up later, Stephen Lang on the show. Who's Stephen Lang? We had to remind him, Avatar guy. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah. But yesterday on this show, After O&A Live, you said I was a male flirter.
Yeah.
I talked to my dad yesterday.
Right.
And he said, you know what Ron was saying? You know that's true.
Really?
Yeah. So
okay.
I'm going to have to start doing a little more self-analyzing, I think.
Why are you looking at me that way? Why are you blinking your eyes?
I don't mean, I'm just trying to have
very uncomfortable.
Just trying to have a
So
conversation.
your dad listens to this show?
Yeah, he listens to Opie and Anthony and then the 10 o'clock hour.
Well, that's, thanks for sticking with me. But that's strange.
Actually, a couple of times when I told him that I had been mentioned on your show in the beginning once or twice, he'd tune in to see if you talk about me.
As long as he can hear his son.
Yeah, but
That's
then
good.
I'll turn off.
Yeah, I get it.
And he gets bummed out when he finds out that I was on at the end of Ron and Fez because he knows the replay isn't until late at night.
He has a lot of free time, your dad, huh?
He's a retired man. He just
but still, a lot of guys pick up a hobby, do charity work.
No, he sits home walking the dogs.
Yeah.
We got to let you go. No stretching today because you have a guest coming up. But you're going to want to stay. Trust me. Don't worry about what Ron is saying. Trust me. You're going to want to stay tuned. Ron and Fez is coming up next. This has been After Opie and Anthony Live.
The Opie and Anthony show is now over. For real this time. Check out the O&A show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Ron and Fez are next. On the Virus.